preview. Without further ado, let me bring my fellas in. What's going on, fellas?
Yo,
what up? What up?
What's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, how y'all feeling tonight, man?
I'm good, man.
What's up? What's up?
What's good with y'all?
Oh, man, you know how it is, chilling, you know.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How did the cities treat your couch?
Oh, the city loved me, man. I love it back, bro. But yeah, it was good, man. You know, caught the Falcons game. You know, I did a little Magic City Mondays, but I did the takeout version. I didn't.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious when he told me that.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Coach. How come you ordered DoorDash again?
Because I seen the roster and I knew, like, look, I ain't trying to be like them girls and Martin in them U-Hauls trying to find a way home. Nope, not gonna be me. You know.
Yo, that was the coolest answer ever, bro. Okay.
Right. You gonna end up throwing his plane ticket away. So hey,
correct.
Hey man, how much it cost to cash this? Cool.
Like, can I pay you on airline miles?
Right.
Some of them take it too. They would have took them out. Hey, they would have took the miles, man. They got Miami soon.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we linked up at the Hawks game. So yeah, that and then and then the Falcons. Oh man, that was great. I love that stadium. Like, I think I'm gonna just go for the hell of it once a year, even if we ain't playing them. So. Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Chris, did you see the Falcon? What's the Falcon flying around the stadium? Because my cousin has a funny story about it. He went to go. So my cousin went there maybe about like 15, 16 years ago when the Cowboys played them in Atlanta, and he said the Falcon landed on his shoulder. He said he was like flipping out. So did you see the Falcon? Was the Falcon flying around the stadium? Okay.
But yeah, man. But it was cool. Like the Benz was real cool. Like, the vibe and that, like I was telling Maui, bro, like, you know how like most places you go, it'd be playing like jock jams. Remember jock jams? Mm-hmm. Man, they don't play none of that there. All they playing is nothing but trap music. I'm like, I feel like I was like, this is so crazy. Like, they playing 24s at the football game.
Hey,
like,
did you do the A-Town? Did you do the A-Town stop? Did you A-Town stop for it? Did you do it?
Nah.
You won't give a damn. Go and throw it up, man. I had so much fun.
In 2003, possibly, but not, because I don't know what's kosher. I don't know if that might have been a tourist activity. So, fellas, let's get into the Eastern Conference preview. So I'm gonna go around the horn, fellas. The storyline to watch in the Eastern Conference for you. I'm gonna go with you first, JB. What you got?
I think there are a few. Is Kyrie gonna get the shot? I think that's one. But the one I'm really looking at the most, there are two that I'm looking at. So the first one I'm looking at is the biggest one, and I think this is gonna end up being a problem. And I just think Philly wants too much for him. It's this Ben Simmons situation. I think that the longer he stays there, I think the more and more toxic the situation is going to become. Yeah. So is Philly going to move him? I've seen that he's been suspended already for a game because he refused to take part in the drill. So I know that he probably is going to go against Denver on Friday. It's going to be interesting to see how much playing time he gets on Friday. So that's one storyline. The second storyline I'm looking at, and I think this one is interesting too. It's Atlanta. Can Atlanta take this next step? I mean, I think that a lot of people tend to lean on the fact that they've got a favorable draw last year in the playoffs, and actually, I think that they probably weren't the fifth best team in the East last year. I think that Miami had issues with COVID. They had a lot of injuries, and so did Boston. So is Atlanta going to remain in the same spot? Or are they going to take a step forward? Or are they going to take a step back? So those are the two storylines that I think are really interesting from the Eastern Conference this year.
Okay. All right. What you got, Fresh?
I agree with that first storyline for sure. I think Ben Simmons is traded by Friday. Like he can't even make it.
Yeah.
He can't even make it there. It's gonna be, they've let it kind of linger. I get why people are upset with. They say that Joel and Doc threw him under the bus. I think they could have said worse things about him, but whatever. But it's just bad at this point. And honestly, I don't even see how his teammates aren't really checking him about it. Not practicing or whatever, because he's quitting on them more than the organization. And it's funny, Philly made the trade for Jimmy Butler a couple years ago, and he was doing the same thing, and now it's kind of reversed with Ben Simmons. So definitely the Philly thing, and I agree with JB also with the Kyrie, because is he really not gonna play all year? They just gonna let him stack that money from the house. So that'll be interesting to see if they just trade him or eventually if he's able to play.
Yeah. What you got, W?
Oh man, interesting storylines for the East. Start Trae Young MVP season, because I feel like JB made some points. The Heat, Boston did struggle a little bit with injuries and COVID last year. But Trae Young, since he's been in the league, has basically been a 21-10 player. He averaged 27-9 last year, 27-8. The Hawks are building. They got a deep roster. And, of course, with a deep roster and a good record, good numbers, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure Trae Young is going to average 30 and 10 this year. Hybrid of Steve Nash and Steph Curry. And as long as the team is winning, I got the Hawks finishing at least fourth. I think Trae Young has a good chance to win MVP, if not Luka. But I got Trae Young MVP season this year. And mine is Miami, because Miami is they're not an older team, but they have older vets on their team. And I know it's been reported they're talking about signing John Wall if he gets bought out. I don't know how he's going to get bought out with all that money on his contract. But I think Miami has a win now mentality, to where if a lot of these players, I know they signed Kyle Lowry to a 3-year extension. But if Miami doesn't win this year and they kind of seem like they're struggling, I can see a lot of movement being made in Miami, especially just to right the ship. So Miami's win now window and Trae Young MVP season are my two storylines for the year.
Okay. Shout out to Trae. Maui, what you got?
Did he just say Trae Young MVP year?
I said it again. Trae Young. Just like
Young.
you got the Braves in the championship series, which y'all wasn't expecting.
Oh,
I got Trae Young.
okay.
Yeah, we ready.
Hey man, don't do that. It was last year that I told you they was gonna push him, didn't I? Didn't I tell you they was gonna push Trae Young last year? Don't do that. Right. He's a superstar. You see what he did in the Garden? The league needs that. Okay, mine is simple, man. I want to see. I'm definitely Miami storyline. Miami. I think. I've been like watching, but they haven't really been blowing them up. They are older, but they almost look like the Lakers of the East a little bit. But the lower version, that's like, that, I was like, is that Kyle Lowry for real? I was playing. Let me stop. But it's funny. I don't know about them because I still don't think. I think Jimmy Butler left everything he had in that bubble. I don't think he's the same. And I ain't talking about Rachel.
Bro, why you dog? I'm trying to be professional here.
I am being professional. No, I am. I'm cracking jokes because we got the Hoopers over here.
We both got in the same vein. That's all
right. But it makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, damn, he looked drained. Okay, let's move on. All right. Let's move on. Seriously. I think, but they do have PJ Tucker. I felt like the Bucks, I don't think they would have won without PJ Tucker. Yep. And the gentleman last week said that I was wrong. Because I saw Holiday and PJ Tucker switching on Booker.
Oh yeah, they were.
And I thought that was an issue because they're not winning without Chris Paul balling like he was. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I want to see if the Bucks are the same without PJ Tucker. And definitely Miami. I want to see, and then I want to see also, because I know last year the Nets, they rest a lot of their players. You know what I mean? And I want to see if they still going to be able to move, be as successful as they were last year. Because I don't know if they are. I don't even think they're as deep as. I mean, y'all probably got more experience, but I don't even think they're as deep as they should be.
Oh, I think they are.
You think they are?
I think that. Well, I think one of the biggest things that killed them last year were the injuries. Like, I think
definitely. That's why I said
the Patty Mills pickup was a nice pickup. Patty Mills was a nice pickup, and then also they also picked up Paul Millsap too. So I think that they're a bit deeper this year than they were last year because they just ran out. They ran out of bodies last year. They ran out of gas in that game 7.
Because no disrespect, we sitting here talking about and I'm a Bron guy, but I'm not a hater. I know who Kyrie is, but this has been Kyrie. Come on, y'all. Stop it. You know what I mean? We know he a beast, but come on now. This is Kyrie. He's either been injured. It's always been something. It's always been something. You know what I'm saying? Ingrown toenail, strep throat. Well, it's always something. You know what I mean?
The sinus issue.
He's the point guard version of Anthony Davis. Minus the mental health issues. No, you didn't use minus the mental health issues.
But I'm not mad. But I'm just saying, if I had him on my team, if he's gonna be there, he's gonna be there. If he's not gonna be there, I will already have that. If he's gonna be there, I'm like, cool. But it's like if you cooking something and you don't have that one ingredient, don't worry about it. We can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to say that about him, but it's the truth. It's the truth, man. Like. Yeah. Mentally, I would have already had a plans that, man, he's probably ain't gonna be here, or it's gonna be an issue sometime during the season with him. You know what I mean? I'm not. This has nothing to do with his argument about the reason. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying, Kyrie, if you look at his career, he has been doing this, or something has been wrong since he was at Duke. You know what I mean?
No, that's true.
How many?
He's injury prone. He's injury prone. He stays hurt a lot. Yeah. There's no denying that.
How many games? How many seasons truly has he played the full season?
None.
He can miss
none. Which is why I just made the comment. He's the point guard version of Anthony Davis. The same thing about Anthony Davis as well. Like, he's been injury prone too. I think Anthony Davis. This is his 9th year, and I think he's only had 2 years where he's played like more than 72 games.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Anthony Davis has been really injury prone too. Like so like that's why.
Orleans,
So I mean, like,
my storylines is I want to see how the Bucks is going to be without PJ Tucker, and then I also want to see how this Miami team is going to be.
Yeah, and also to your source. Cole said that about PJ Tucker. So.
Yeah. Cole said
that. No, Maui, that's a good one about PJ Tucker, because I definitely do think that, like, even though he wasn't scoring, he did provide like a lot of like really good defense. I think he won't be missed so much in the regular season, but he'll be missed in the playoffs. I'm interested to see what Milwaukee does like on the buyout market, like after the trade deadline and stuff. So that'll be interesting as well. So.
Yes, and I got a couple storylines. Obviously, I think Kyrie. I think that's going always the biggest headline, because now you look at. I think after each loss, or if they go into a slump, the question is going to be there. Like, he's going to be the topic of a lot of conversation throughout the season or this whole duration. So if they struggle, like I bet tonight, if Milwaukee hold on to this lead, what we're going to talk about tomorrow morning? Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
So he's always going to be, he's going to be the biggest soap opera as Kyrie turns. So that'll be the biggest soap opera. And then also, personal one, I want to see what this new look Chicago Bulls are going to do this year. They're another team that I look at they have an apex, and they also have, they could, in some cases I've seen people having them as a 6 seed. I've had them 6 to like 9, what I've been seeing as an average, as a consensus. Yeah. So I just want to see what that team, how they mesh together. Lonzo Ball, got his shot right. He's doing his thing. And just, DeMar DeRozan. Also, now you got Vukovic. What
Vukovic.
No. I do it like what Perk doing.
Yeah.
What Perk said. Vukovic. So how Perk said. And then just, and just see what this team does, because now it's just one of the things where it's like it's a win now situation in Chicago where, they pretty much mortgage their future at this point, and hey, they have to do what they got to do in this situation. So it's got to be successful. So this is kind of what that's concerned. So fellas, let's talk about now rookies to watch in the Eastern Conference. Pardon me. So I'm gonna go with you. Fellas, first, I'm gonna go with you first. Fresh, what you got is your rookies to watch?
That's a lot of good rookies in the East.
Yes.
I'm most interested in. I believe you say it's James Bouknight. I think that's how you say his last name.
Yes.
He's gonna be more likely LaMelo's backup. I think they're gonna play together some, but he has like a really good feel on the court, and I think they kind of struggled at the backup point guard because Devontae Graham had a tough year. So I think he'd be a great replacement for him. And Charlotte is trying to, they were in the playoffs last year before LaMelo got hurt, so. They want to definitely try to make a playoff push. I'm not saying I think they're gonna make it. I don't know if they are, but they definitely think in the playoffs. So yeah, I like James Bouknight, and definitely keep an eye on Jalen Suggs in Orlando.
Yeah. Yeah, because what y'all the one that tweeted that nasty dunk that he did the other day?
That's a good start to your NBA career, honestly.
Yes,
that's how you get him. Like, hey,
yeah, I was like,
if he gonna do that every game, like, I definitely agree with James Bouknight. Like, once you put yourself out there like that, it's like everybody's gonna be watching every time you touch the ball, and I think he has the skill to deliver on that on a nightly basis, especially playing. I don't think people realize Charlotte isn't a veteran team. They aren't necessarily a young team either. Like Terry Rozier has some age on him. I know Miles Bridges is a little young, but he's been in the league long enough. Who's the center now? I forget the center, but they got rid of Cody Zeller, which is all that matters to me, honestly.
Didn't they replace him with like another Charlotte has like this ever like dying love for like the white American center. It's like they always replace one. They replace one. They replace one white guy with another white guy. So I think that's okay. I'll stop it.
What they did. But I'm pretty sure they got somebody that can actually catch passes on LaMelo Ball this year. So that should help. And Cam Thomas, just because of the Kyrie thing, need somebody that's going, if not replace that score, and at least replicate it to us. I don't think he's gonna come out and average 27 as a rookie. Like, nobody is Michael Jordan anymore. But if he can come out and give them any kind of scoring or any kind of meaningful minutes on offense, I think that helps hold that team afloat, especially with a vet like Patty Mills coming off the bench with him as well. So James Bouknight and Cam Thomas are gonna be my two rookies to watch this year.
Word. JB, what you got?
So there are a few. I'm looking at Kate Cunningham. See what he does with the Nuggets. Why did I say the Nuggets? The Pistons.
Right.
Oh my God. Yeah, see what he does with the Pistons. I mean, like, see if he's good as advertised. Also, Evan Mobley, because I think in some years Evan Mobley maybe would have been the first pick. So I mean, he's really like mobile center. He can shoot. He can do a lot of things well. And the last guy I'm looking at too is Jalen Suggs, who fell to the Magic. I think the Magic are a really interesting team. I'm not sure where to put them at. Like, I think that they have some really nice pieces on that team. So they might be one of those teams they're like vying for one of the play-in spots towards the end of the year. So
definitely. I can see that.
Yeah. And your boy there, he got a little money now. Shout out to Wendell Carter. Your boy.
Wendell. Yeah. 40. Wendell got that extension, and poor DeAndre Ayton is like getting more and more pissed off as we go on.
Every day.
Every day.
I know. I feel for that, brother.
Yeah.
And then Mikal Bridges got the bag.
Oh, I know.
Everybody except DeAndre Ayton got the bag.
Bro. Oh, I would be mad, yo.
You're talking about these.
Right. What you got, Mal? Who are your East?
I got basically the same thing JB said. I got Kane Cunningham to see how, they was calling him the second coming of Anthony Davis. So they saying that he's supposed to be pretty good with these Pistons. I'm like, but I don't have him. The Pistons doing too well. But Orlando, you know what I'm saying? I got what Suggs. I think Orlando I think they have somebody else. Is it Green? But anyway, I just feel like Orlando might pick up. They might be able to make a little run for the play-in game. That's going to be a trip with the play-in game. And some of these teams that you don't even think will make the playoffs, they run in there and win like 2 games and make it to the playoffs. And some team that's been like that's been in the playoffs for years, and then like, damn, for real.
9 and 10 gonna be a struggle. Like, I think that's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to the last minute. It's a couple guys that you obviously Cade Cunningham, the number 1 pick. I mean, definitely what they're doing in Detroit, what they're doing. Scotty Barnes, what he's doing. I want to see what he does in Toronto. I was going to say Tampa Bay because they're back in Toronto now, right? So what he does, like as far as his versatility, what he'll be, how he'll fit in that scheme in Toronto. But then I think who was a sneaky good rookie and he went to the right team is Chris Durante from the cat from Oregon that went to Indiana. I think he's gonna be a guy. I think.
Oh yeah.
I looked at that. That's like really a sneaky good acquisition. Well, a draft pick that they got. Coupled with what they already got. So I like this. He's gonna be kind of one of those guys that could just fit in their system and kind of pretty much what they call it. He can play right out the box. Type of player. So yeah. And like you said, Evan Mobley. I like like you said what he's doing. That's gonna be an interesting team coming down the line. And like you said, Knight as well. Yeah.
Cleveland, they're gonna be very interesting with 6 centers on their team.
Yes,
and 6 centers, 4-point guards.
Yes, right. And then they had a nerve. And then they end up signing Taco Fall. And I'm like, Taco Fall. Like, Joe, it still got Kevin Love.
Love. Like, this is what we gonna do. We gonna play 2 point guards and 3 big men. Hey, that's what we gonna do.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah, right. But I don't know. It's Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland is interesting.
Yeah, say everything Cleveland. Go ahead and say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but so fella, this is it's always one of my favorite topics when we do NBA previews. And I definitely have a shout out to Bill Simmons for creating this because I don't want to act like I bite off the style. I didn't copyright this, but the League Pass team in the Eastern Conference that you like. What is your Eastern Conference League Pass team?
What you mean?
Because remember, so basically, like if you had a team that you would just watch, like if you had League Pass.
That's right.
Like on a random, like tonight, if a game, who I'm gonna pick, essentially, League Pass team. So JP, I'm gonna go with you first. Who's your League Pass team in the Western Conference?
Without a doubt, the Hawks. The Hawks.
Okay.
Yeah, the Hawks. Yeah, I want to watch Trae Young. Like, I enjoy watching Trae Young. I know what I have with Brooklyn and Milwaukee, and but like the Hawks, I think they're a very young, exciting team. Trae Young, Collins. They have diversity. They have a couple of white European guys. They have everything that you want in like this progressive times that we're living in. They have black coach. Everything, man.
Around the corner, Lil Pepper wings around the corner.
Yeah, I know. They have like a lot of strip clubs too, and some interesting people in the audience. I'm gonna get canceled for this, but that's one.
Yeah, you never know who's gonna be there.
Yeah, you never know who's gonna be there. Yeah.
You ain't gonna get canceled. I'm gonna protest for you.
Okay, thanks, man.
I didn't think Summer Walker would be at the Falcons game, but.
You never know who you go. That's the thing, though. We all know each other down here, and you would never know it. Like I'm pretty sure she knows somebody on the team that went to high school with her down here. That's how it works.
Right, you never know. Like you said, it did. The honey barbecue with the kiss of lemon pepper.
Hey, Coach, no, he knows.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So,
yes, indeed. So, Fresh, who's your League Pass team?
Other than the Hawks, I got to go with the Bulls. Right. Other than the Hawks, I definitely got to go with the Bulls. I think the Bulls have one of the better starting lineups in the league. It's just a matter of like what they're gonna get out of their bench this year. So that's what I'm interested to see. But to see Lonzo get to run up and down the court with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. And you got Patrick Williams there too. Boots is nice. He's nice in the post. So Chicago, they're gonna be good. I can see them being anywhere from like 4 and 9 this year.
Right.
So it'll be. I'm definitely the Bulls. I want to see how they do.
Yeah. W, what you got?
He actually took my Bulls one because it's like when the last time the Bulls had 2 wing players like this, like 98, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
I was a kid.
definitely Chicago is going to be one of those teams you want to tune into on the league pass. But mine is Orlando. I don't expect much out of Orlando except some funness, like who they are. Like say Jalen Suggs should be fun this year. Gary Harris, and his facial expressions, Wendell Carter and Mo Bamba. What's my guy name? RJ Hampton. Like if nothing else, Orlando should be fun whether they're losing or winning. I think they're gonna lose more than win, but Orlando should definitely be a fun team to watch. And of course, like I said, Chicago, because DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine gonna put on a dunk show every other night, so you're not gonna want to miss that.
Yeah, Maui, what you got? Who's your league pass team?
Man, the Bulls. Like when I seen the team together, I kept it quiet, and I was like, they're going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And with Alex Caruso, they're gonna be a problem, bro.
Not about
they're gonna be correct.
They're gonna be a problem, bro. Like defensive wise, if I think all of them, they got a coach, they got a young team, they got some veterans. I'm telling you, on the low, they're gonna be a problem. And it's those three teams. It's the Knicks, it's the Hawks, because Boston to me is on the decline. Am I wrong for saying that?
You're not wrong. But I'm not ready to say it. Like I want to see them be healthy. They can be healthy this year and they can figure out that point guard spot. I think Boston can still be a home court advantage type team. So, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong though.
I think those three teams. I think the Bulls. I think the Hawks, and I think that in the Knicks, we're about to see a new coming of these new teams, these new franchises for the future. That's just what I'm saying. I really believe it. When I see. Man, you trip. They're gonna be balling, be for real. Like I'm talking about competitive, running the ball, defense, slashing.
Mm-hmm. You think defense? I think that their defense is actually. I think their defense is going to be a big issue. I mean, like I know Lonzo's a good defender, and I think Caruso's a good defender, but like, you're still playing LaVine, who's horrible on defense, and then you're playing DeRozan and Vukovic. So 3 of the 5 on the defense are bad defenders. I think they're going to be able to score the ball good, but defense, I think that's going to be an issue for them.
Defense, all you have, you just said you had 2. Every team, all you need is 1 or 2, and then it'll come together.
I think that you need better than like 2 wing defenders. You need a center that can defend. Vukovic, I like him a lot, but like he's an issue. And you're like, look, man, it might not show up that much in the regular season, but like when I'm thinking of teams that like are going to be contenders, I don't look at the Bulls as being a contender in a few years because I think that they have like a lot of shortcomings when the playoffs come. So, yeah.
I think Patrick Williams is going. Pat. I think we underrated Pat. I think if Pat Williams does what he's supposed to do, as a small stretch 4, he can be a good help defender. And I think that's gonna help. And then, like I said, Alex Caruso, who isn't the most athletic player, but we know he's gonna get into you every night on defense. Like he's gonna be at your ankles every night.
Yeah,
And that stuff is like you have players like that. That stuff's like cancer. Like eventually, it's gonna spread. You know, it's just the truth. You know what I mean? If you're gonna see somebody else put that effort in, you know, and they also. You know, he got a chip too, so you know the practice is gonna be tough. I'm telling you, it's gonna be. That's how it spreads. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the AC gonna be on all year, Chicago. Bro, that's not an original tweet. I got that from Twitter, so I don't add me on that one. So I was like, "Yo, that's clever."
Eagle, man.
Right? And then, bro, why they had to join like him passing the torch?
He's so stupid, man.
I hate the internet, yo.
The Wild West. You never know what you're gonna do.
Bro, I hate the internet. Yo, it's constant. But it's a lot of like league pass teams in the East. Obviously, I think the elephant in the room is the Charlotte Hornets. And really where it's spearheaded is that is a broadcast team, Dale Curry and Eric Collins. Eric Collins, he's like the next like what's his face? Harlan. Not Harlan. I can't believe I didn't. What's his man now? Not Green. The one that used to do the Timberwolves games. Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan. I think he gonna be the next Kevin Harlan. Like like he be doing stuff. I'll be like, like how he announced. I'll be like, that gets you hype. And like you said, they could be the highlight reel. Obviously, you got Book Night. Also, like I said, LaMelo. Finishers, Miles, your boy PJ Washington. You know,
Mhm.
look,
You need to ball out this year.
right?
He need that attention.
Correct, because I don't know. She's still hunting for Sun, so it might be a little lesser. So but Lord, please don't let that. No, yeah, don't. But it's on other teams as well.
Storyline.
Bro, I can't get over that, yo. When she posted that picture, I like.
They was at her neck. I'm glad they was at her neck.
I'm right. Keep them accountable. Because let that be us. Let this be us. We OGs. We 30 years old going to some Jackson State talk about saying stuff like that. Man, bro, we being chill.
Oh yeah, no.
Right.
Predators.
Right.
Lock them up.
Lock them up. Right. But obviously that, and then like surprisingly, it's a couple of them. Obviously, a lot of Central Division teams. Like I look at like Cleveland. I think they'll be an interesting league pass team. Obviously with the centers, and then now Sexland is back.
Sexton, Garland,
Sexland,
yeah.
Which I'm like, why would you name that?
I still don't like that name.
I don't either. Like as far as I'm like, like who created that? It's like. And then I think even if in Detroit, I think they're going to be an intriguing team. Obviously with Cade, also with that backcourt with Killian Hayes, no relation, and like that, and then Sadiq Bey and what they got, and then so it's going to be a lot of league pass teams. But the one I think for certain is going to be the Charlotte Hornets. I think that'll be a team that I would tune in any day of the week and catch them play, because I think there's so many highlight reels on that one.
Yeah, there's some top 10 plays coming from LaMelo and Miles Bridges.
They're gonna have at least 3 every night.
Correct. Yeah. So fellas, Eastern Conference sleepers. I will go with you first, JP. Who's your Eastern Conference sleepers?
I gotta disagree with my buddy Deshaun. I think Boston is probably a sleeper. I just think that you have to kind of like look at it for what it is. Boston and Miami, they had deep runs in the bubble, and they both were wrecked by COVID. And Tatum missed a bunch of time, and just everybody, Marcus Smart. So I think that if those guys stay healthy, they're probably a top 3 team in the East last year. So point guard is an issue. Is Schrader going to be the starting point guard? But I also kind of like the move that they made when they picked up Josh Richardson as well too. So Boston for me is a sleeper. And I would also say this. Now, I don't think that they're going to finish in the top 5, but watch out for Indy. They had a lot of injuries last year too, and they changed their coach. And Rick Carlisle always, generally speaking, his teams generally overperform. They don't underperform. So I would watch out for Indy as well too. I would not be surprised if Indy doesn't finish like 5th or 6th in the East.
Yeah. Fresh, what you got?
JB definitely stole mine with Indy. Rick Carlisle, he's typically in the playoffs. You got Sabonis, he's an all-star. I think Karras is starting the year hurt, but once he gets back, he can give you an easy 20. Brogdon is a very underrated player. Like he's like a borderline all-star type of guy. So Indy is definitely a sleeper for me. And I'm gonna pick someone else. I'm interested to see Toronto this year. I think that could go either way, honestly. I'm gonna be honest. It could go really bad or it could go good. Because they have some solid players there. OG, you got Pascal, definitely like the rookie that they brought in, Fred VanVleet. Nick Nurse is a really good coach. So they're one of those teams that could be really, really solid. So I could easily see them still in like that 8 seed, 7 seed and getting in the playoffs. But the wrong injury happens, and I think their season is going to be really
and bad. They're back in Canada this year too. I think that another thing that we kind of have to look at for what it was last year too. They were in Tampa. They were in Tampa. They were in Tampa. They were on Tampa the whole season on the road. And they were another team they got wrecked by. That's why I think that I wouldn't have overreacted if my team didn't have a good year last year, because like with COVID and with everything that was going on last year, I don't think it was really I don't think you could get like a good estimate of what a team really was last year. So
yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. So, but like you say, they literally all of their games on the road because they had to play in Tampa. So, being at home and work for them, definitely the opposing team's gonna have to be on alert because they break those COVID rules. They're going to jail. That's already been reported.
Right.
So, have to have best behavior in Canada next year. But yeah, the Indy and Toronto.
It's a lot of vices in Toronto.
Yeah, I know you got to say.
Boy, oh boy.
Don't call Drake when you get there. See him at the stadium.
Nope. Right. Okay, caramel pecan. But anyway, let's not get canceled. W, who you eating off sleeper?
Sleeping team from the East. I feel like somebody always pick this team every year, and I'm gonna keep on picking this team. I'm gonna continue the tradition. I think the Washington Wizards. Y'all go ahead and kill me now. Go ahead and shoot me now. I don't care.
No, I had them. So you good, bro?
Go ahead, Maui. Go ahead.
Keep cooking. Keep cooking.
Hey man, hey, I'm freestyling, baby. You know, I'm listening to y'all.
Ain't about the money, baby. Ain't about the money. But no, I think Washington, what they did picking up Montrez with Kyle Kuzma, especially Dinwiddie, I think that helps that team dramatically a lot, offensively and defensively a little bit. I think Trez, who's undersized, he can provide some shot blocking a little bit. Kyle Kuzma, when his head is when he's in the game, he can get you about 16 to 20 on any given night. And I'm not even a big Kyle Kuzma fan. He should though, you're right, because he's gonna shoot it once he get it. Like as soon as it turns around, it's John Woo movie, shots fired. Thomas Bryant will be back healthy. How you say his last name?
Roy Hachimura?
Yeah, Hachimura.
Hachimura.
Washington should be pretty good. If nothing else, they should be able to score 125 points every night. Like Bradley Beal still on average 30. I don't know if they got a new head coach, so maybe they play some defense this year. Shout out to Westside Sale Jr. getting that job.
Yeah. But
Washington should at least be 125 to 120 every night, if not 125 to 124. Right?
What if Bradley Beal gets hurt though?
We're not gonna do that though because we're not being negative tonight.
Right.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. What if he gets hurt? I mean, yeah.
Because if Bradley Beal gets hurt, I don't know where they find that much scoring from because they have like Spencer.
Well, I mean, I think Kuzma will score better. I mean, I think that he's the kind of guy he can score 19, 20 for. Well, no. I think he can score 19 and 20 for like a non-playoff contender. That's what my point.
That's what the Wizards are. They're a non-playoff contender.
Yeah, I think he get the 70.
Yeah, you gonna be straight. Yeah. So
they're gonna get a big year from Gafford this year too.
I like Gafford.
Oh yeah, Gafford. Yeah, one of my boys. Yeah,
medium bag Gafford. I definitely like that. Somebody to block some shots down there because nobody's gonna play defense on the perimeter.
Perhaps. So Maui, what you got? Who's your
man? I was just listening to y'all. I'm not lying. I'm freestyling, but I really am, like, you know what I'm saying? But I want to say Orlando, and I want to say the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what the Wizards going to be able to put together. You know what I mean? I didn't know they had a new coach, though. I'm not even going to lie to you. But I really want to see, because they usually figure out a way, at least to make it, the playing game or something. You know what I mean? They usually figure out something. And then, like, they got to do something like, ain't Bradley Beal any up for an extension?
Yeah,
for the fourth year in a row.
You know what I'm saying? And I know it's hard to leave DC because, you know what I mean? I get it, but
I don't know. I'm saying? But I don't know. So I'm still trying.
Hey, you from Atlanta? You from Atlanta, right?
Yep, same page.
They just a little bougier up in DC. I just want you to know that. But they're about the same. They're about the same. But I just don't. I wanted to put them, and then JB. I just had questions with Boston because it just seemed like they keep being at the same place, and I know they have made some changes. So I really didn't know if they still going to be able to. You kind of proved me wrong by the words that you said. So I really, I'm going to be checking them out too. I think they're a sleeper team. You never know. They're not talking about them, They're not talking about them though.
And
you know
usually,
what I mean?
and usually when they don't talk about them, that's when they do their best, actually. Because you remember, when they took LeBron to Game 7 in 2018 with the team nobody really expected out of them, and then the next year they had all the expectations and they kind of like fell flat. And then the year before last, after Kyrie left, nobody really was talking about them. So I think that they're one of those funny teams. They have a good year, then a down year, and this is
they got a new coach, right?
Yeah. Imi Udoka. He's their coach.
Neil Long.
That's great motive. Hey, I'm just saying, like,
can't make the team, man. You gotta get a win.
You gotta get a win. Like, how you gonna play good?
Boy, buddy.
Like, right there, like, you want it? Hey, good shot, Taylor. Good shot, JB. Like, I need that.
He been marry her.
Might be a little Delonte situation, but we ain't going there.
Hey.
Hey.
You know, if you like that
so before we move on, what do you guys think about the Knicks? Y'all think the Knicks is going to have the same success they had last year?
No. They're a team I'm really down on, actually. I think that they overperformed their record. I'm not a big fan. Chris knows this. Like, I fucking hate Tom. I hate Tom Thibodeau. Like, I really do. Like, I think that he coaches like you're playing NBA Live and you take fatigue off. He plays all of his guys 41, 42 minutes. Like, what he did to Joakim Noah, like, still pisses me off. Is that Joakim Noah went from being Defensive Player of the Year to being like a fucking skeleton that looked like he was malnourished. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And like, Derrick Rose has had knee problems. Let's play him 41, 42 minutes a game. What could go wrong?
You know you're right.
Hey, he's still Tibbs gonna be his best man though.
No, that is kind of the one concern. Like, will Tibbs try to overdo it this year? I think he found a good balance with the roster he had last year. They did overachieve a little bit. Nobody had the Knicks as a 4th seed, but I think, bringing in Kemba, getting rid of players like Elfrid Payton and Ntilikina. I think Mitchell Robinson being healthy was really going to determine what the Knicks do, because Mitchell Robinson is fully healthy, ready to go this year. I got him for my defensive player of the year. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I see him leading the league in blocks. Like, the boy can average like 3 blocks this year. Like, just off athleticism, and he got like an 8'11" wingspan. Like, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, what you gonna do? You gonna dunk on him? Yeah. Probably not. Unless you John Collins and the Hawks.
Yo, I'm gonna tell Edgar on y'all. But now we good though. But yeah, shout out to Edgar, man. Yo,
shout out to all the Knicks fans. I'm glad the Knicks can.
I know it does. Definitely huge shout out to all the Knicks. Of course, the Prez, Coach Fall, Edgar, Mario.
For them coming into this year compared to last year.
Right. And it's good for them. Like I said, when the Knicks winning, the league winning.
Get some better rappers out of the city now.
Did they go undefeated in the preseason?
I think they did, actually. Did they?
I have no idea. I don't even know. Yeah. And my sleeper, and it's crazy, like you said, it's weird. Like, when you think about the Celtics, because in traditional sense, you think you got 2 young superstars, Jason Tatum at 23 years old, which I still got to look at his scouting report every time just to make sure I got the right date of birth for him. For him to be 23 years old, it's just spooky. That's another team where it's like you said, they're sleeping because, that's another 20 years where no one's really talking about them. It's a lot of question marks with them. And then even to W's point, I was looking at the Wizards. Like, they got a great haul out of that Russell Westbrook trade. Yep. So I like the pieces that they got out of that. I think, like you talk about Trez, I think Trez will go somewhere. And I think, I think those guys now got a good change of pace where they at. Cal Kuzma, I think he can focus. He don't have, I don't see him, bleaching his hair or doing anything weird with his hair this year.
We call dudes like that Bamas where we come from. You don't take that Bama ass shit off your head.
He's a 90s kid.
Take that Bama ass. The hell was wrong with you?
He's a 90s kid.
Shit out your head.
And Roy. I think he's going to do his thing. And then also Bradley Beal. So so you thinking Tina almost that made the playoffs last year. Then they get this kind of haul and only really lose Russell Westbrook, but the haul that they got for him was pretty good. So fellas, let's end this East Coast prediction. So we'll go around the horn. So we're gonna go through 1 through 10. So we'll go 10 first. Who is your 10th seed in the Eastern Conference? I'm gonna go with you first, Maui. What you got?
Orlando.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, JB, what you got?
I'm going with the Raptors.
Okay.
So
Fresh, what you got?
That's tough. 10th seed.
Take up all of course.
I'm gonna go Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Oh, okay. All right. W, what you got?
I know you're talking to me. 10th seed. I'm gonna go Charlotte. I see them just missing it again.
No, because on my paper, because I got everybody in order, and then it's like I was like JD. I was like, and I'm thinking JB, because that's why I said J. Okay, then I was like, yeah. Because I like, why did I put them twice? But yeah. All right. Match is the Washington Wizards coming in at 10th. Yeah.
That's a good one.
9th seed. Who you got, Maui?
Wizards.
Okay. JB, who you got?
I'm going with the Bulls.
Okay. All right. Fresh, what you got?
I'm going Wizards also.
Wiz, okay. What you got, W?
I'm going Wizards.
Okay. They gonna kill me. But give me the Knicks.
Hey, yo, dead ass son, you wrong.
Give me the Knicks. Give me the Knicks. I'm
Knicks
sorry,
all
Fred.
day,
I'm sorry, Edgar. I'm sorry, Mario, Coach Paul. I'm so sorry, but hey, you still make the playoffs. So
they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah. So don't add me, guys. This
They
October.
ain't get caught by the Hawks this year. They
Hey,
can get caught by Brooklyn.
Correct.
that's probably what, because of the Knicks days. That's why they made the playing game. We got some type of money, man.
All right, let's see.
It's dusty.
Your 8th seed. Who you got, Maui?
Pacers.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. JB, what you got?
I'm going with the Knicks.
Okay.
8th seed.
Fresh, what you got?
8th seed. I will go New York Knickerbockers.
NYK. All right. W, what you got?
I got the Pacers.
Okay. Yeah, I got the Pacers as well. It's my 8th. 7th seed. Who you got, Maui?
Knicks.
Okay. All right. JB, what you got?
I got the Pacers.
Okay. 7th seed, Fresh, what you got?
7th seed, I'm going to go Indiana.
Okay. And W, what you got?
I got the Miami Heat. I don't think they're gonna.
What did he say?
At some point, somebody's gonna get hurt, and that's gonna throw their whole team off. Oladipo coming back from injury.
Oh boy.
Jimmy Butler. I don't know. Jimmy Butler could get hurt for the season, which he had a couple times. Like, I got the Heat at the 7th seed. I don't think Kyle Hardy.
Wow.
Yeah. Big face coffee and R&B single.
I'm not mad at that either. I'm not mad at that, man.
Yeah. The 7th seed, I got the Boston Celtics.
Okay.
All right. 6th seed. Who you got, Maui?
Boston.
Okay. JB, who you got?
I hate to do it, fellas. I think they're gonna take a step back this year. I got the Hawks as the 6th seed. Yeah.
Fresh, who you got?
6th seed, I'm gonna take the Bulls, Chicago Bulls. 6th.
Okay.
6th seed.
W, what you got?
I got the Knicks at 6.
Knicks, okay. All right. And the 6th seed, I got the Bulls as well. All right. The 5th seed, who you got, Maui?
The Hawks.
Okay. JB, who you got?
Oh, I went back and forth on this. I ultimately went with Philly.
Okay.
Oh damn! Oh shit! I completely forgot about these things.
Oh, conference bet stuff.
Damn! I'm thrown off.
Right, Fresh. Who you got?
This is the 5 seed, right? I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Boston.
Okay. All right. W. What you got?
We can double up on Boston right there.
Yeah. All right. All good. All right. I got Atlanta. My third home.
Man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 4th seed. Who you got, Maui?
Well, we know it ain't the 76ers. The 4th seed, I got Miami.
Okay.
I forgot about Philly. That's cold.
All right. Who you got, JB?
I got Boston.
Okay. Fresh, what you got?
4 seed. I'm gonna take Miami at 4.
Miami. Okay.
Did you get Philly?
No.
And W, what you got?
I got Philly at 4.
I got Philly at 4 too. I'm like, dang. So now it's down to the final 3 seeds. Your 3rd seed, Maui. What you got? All right, get your breath. Get your breath. Yeah, okay. Get a little water. You good? Get a little oxygen.
Hey man, I better not be judged by none of y'all when I tell y'all.
No judgment.
But I really believe in these Bulls.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I really believe in these Bulls.
All right.
Oh, you forgot Philly. That's right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Damn sure did forget about Philly too.
JB, who your 3rd seed?
I'm going with Miami.
Okay. Fresh, who you got?
3rd seed, I am going to Brooklyn Nets.
Ooh. I guess Kyrie ain't coming back.
they got the MVP Kevin Durant, so it's all good.
Yeah. W, what you got?
I got Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. All right.
Big feet, Kevin Durant. You mean?
All right, the number 2 seed in Eastern Conference. All right, who you got, Maui?
You said number 2, right?
Yeah.
I got the Bucks.
Okay. All right. JB, what you got?
I got the Bucks also at number 2 seed.
Okay. Fresh, what you got?
I'm taking number 2. I'm taking the Bucks.
Okay. All right, and W, what you got?
I got the Bucks at number 2.
Okay. Call me crazy. I got the Nets. All right. So, with that being said, who is your number 1 seed? I'm gonna go with you first, Maui. Who you got?
Man, it's the first time it ever was a tie. I'm telling you. I got the Nets in the Philly. I got the Nets.
I'm gonna say, Philly. Like, who they gonna get for Ben Simmons this week? All right, JB, who you got?
I mean, I think there's no doubt about it. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be number 1. I'm joking, not Cleveland.
All right,
I'm just joking. I'm joking. I think that I won't be able to go to Cleveland after this show. But yeah, no, Brooklyn's my number 1 seed.
Well, hey, it is Taco Tuesday. So.
You remember what your Kim Noah said? Who goes to Cleveland? You visiting your family then?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I get stuck there in a stopover, and somebody who watches the show sees me and say, "Hey, guy, fuck you." We're making fun of the Cavs. I don't know.
I remember you.
Shout out to Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland. All right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And, well, yeah. Fresh, who you got? Who's your number 1 seed?
Number 1 in the East, Ice Trey and the gang, Atlanta.
Okay.
You already know. Ice Trey the gang. I ain't got it. Number 1. Ice Trey the gang.
Hold on. Y'all really got the Hawks at number 1?
Yes. This is why. The Hawks.
I thought we were being professional.
Hold on.
brother successfully do his thing real quick and show y'all why y'all need that.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
For one, we need playoff games on Monday night so we can go to Magic City after the game. That's number one. Number two.
Okay, you won. You got it. just call me.
But the Hawks had the deepest team in the East, and they're one team. They got the expectations they got to live up to. But overall, the team has good chemistry. They got a good coach. They're one of those teams that win during the regular season because the teams that we expect to compete for championships are going to be resting their players. I'm not saying the Hawks will win the championship. They're just going to have the number one seed.
So you're saying that you believe that the Hawks can be this year's Utah?
Yes. But better.
That's good. That's great. That's great.
Because I can easily see them losing in the second round as the number one seed. I wouldn't be surprised.
Damn, that's a great argument.
All right.
Yeah, but big time.
They were projected to have the most wins in the East. They were projected to be 57. I think the Nets were second with like 56.
Okay. Yeah, like you said, Max City Mondays, like you said, celebrate a playoff win and head on down the street.
Right down the street, round the corner.
Just
make that left, make that right, and you there.
And personal side note. So personal side note. Is there any other options there? Because I know I was eyeing the quesadillas. I don't know if they were any good or not. Y'all, that's all y'all be.
I'll tell you the 100% truth. No.
Yeah.
Any strip club food down here is good strip club food.
Right.
Thanks for the advice.
What is it, Mississippi or Alabama, Chris? Where every gas station had the best chicken in the world, bro.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh yeah, Mississippi, and then
we have
Mississippi.
A few of those down here. We have a few
We had we gamed the junk, put in some fresh tenders and grease. Bro, we all over the place, but yeah, man. But yeah. So the next thing is gonna be Lou Pepper, the Lou Will wings, and then the quesadillas. Just
every time we score 100, 3 wings from Magic City.
Hey, I was at Memphis. This old lady hustled me, man. I left out of there. That owned the shop. I left out of there about $60 worth of food. Martin Luther King loved my iced tea. Sammy Davis Jr. loved my pecan pie. Man, I came to the room I walked in. She said, hey, big boy, you need to sign my book so you know what I mean? I came to that damn hotel with all this food. I said, Chris, you want some ribs? I came.
MLK agents like this?
Right.
Crazy.
Right, thanks. But yeah, man. So we'll put a ball in the Eastern Conference preview, fellas. Definitely appreciate you for coming on. Social media, drop your social media. Then what's popping off on halftime tomorrow?
We got the halftime. We got the Hoopers Room. We've already scored. We're gonna do Ben Wallace, who just recently made the Hall of Fame. Ben Wallace is one of those players. Even though not offensively that very gifted, defensively, I feel like he changed a lot of what teams do because he could switch on anybody. He's one of the few players in NBA history that could guard all 5 positions. LeBron can't do it. Magic can't do it. Ben Simmons not going to do it because he's not going to play this year. But Ben Wallace but Ben Wallace is going to be we're going to be talking about Ben Wallace in the Hoopers Room tomorrow on the halftime map. That's 6 p.m. Eastern for all my people who are clock literate, I guess I want to say, but no, Dave Chappelle don't cancel me. But now, definitely, y'all come hang out with us on the halftime app. Go ahead and download it if you haven't already.
Yes, indeed. Right. Yeah, man. Always good to go on those on Wednesdays, when I can. But yeah, man. And speaking of that, don't let Mo go on there because Mo gonna talk about he ain't a Hall of Famer, bro. We did a football draft and we took it was like an hour. We was convincing Mo like he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. I was like, what? We was on the verge of kicking him out. And you know how Mo is. Mo will come in scratching, clawing, like he don't even care. Like it's like 8 rational people. It's 8 rational people in the room and Mo is going off. I'm like, bro, chill out. He's like, he don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, what? We just get ready to share the screen on Wikipedia and show this man all this man's accomplishments.
He's so silly, man.
Oh my God, Mo! Shout out to Mo, though, man. My man,
shout out to Mo.
solo cup, Mo.
Absolutely, yeah, man. Appreciate you guys for coming through, and we definitely have you on as the season progresses. We're definitely, man.
We gotta do this live, y'all. Gotta come down here. We gotta, we gotta do something. We ain't gotta go to Magic City, but we can go to Blue Flame on a Wednesday or something. I don't know.
I'm telling you right now. I'd have been with Chris. I'd be like, Chris, you want to go? I'm gonna order DoorDash. I'll go get it.
Let's put if y'all come down and we go to Magic City, Chris, you ain't gotta worry about putting up your plane ticket or your rent for the month to go in there, because we gonna make sure you just go in there. We gonna have you like this. We gonna get to the buffet. We gonna
television.
We gonna sit down.
A buffet.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up.
It's buffet style. Yes.
The wings are buffet style too.
Yeah, he cracks me up. He cracks me up.
Google flights.
Y'all come down here. Y'all have a good time. We'll figure out something. You know what I mean? A Hawks game, then like I say, bust a couple lefts. We hit Magic City or another strip club. We can figure out something to do. We can do this live from a Hawks game.
Man. Chris was saying he had such a good time to that Hawks game. I mean, the Falcon game, and I was listening to him, and I was like, man, shoot, we might have to do that together, man, once a year. For real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's legit. And
I was at football games, but if y'all come down here, I go tailgate with y'all, and I probably gonna stay for the game. We can come down and tailgate. We can get some wings going, some ribs and whatnot. I throw some lobster tail on the grill for us or whatnot. We can get down and lobster tail.
We're gonna get that. Yeah, we will. Yeah. Well, once you told me the buffet, I'm getting some.
It's done. It's done.
I'm trying to get that for Christmas.
Come down for Christmas,
Christmas. Yeah, facts, big facts.
We can sit in the house. We ain't got to worry about going out. We go. We're just gonna go to Magic City. We're gonna get some wings and we're gonna chill from outside the cold, because I ain't dealing with the cold. Is different down here. I don't know if y'all know that or not. I know y'all from cold places.
Once the sun come down, it's real chill, ain't it?
What about
chill ain't the word.
Or it be brick out there.
It has been.
Bro, and then I heard it was raining all summer. The Uber driver, the dude that took me to the airport, he said it rained all summer. I'm like,
it will rain for 3 weeks straight before you see the sun again. And you not realize you ain't seen the sun in 3 weeks.
It was like that in Texas.
Yeah, because when I left that Tuesday, and it rained that whole entire week, because the dude was telling me, he's like, yo, I picked a good weekend because like it always rained. And bro, when I left, it was pouring down raining 2 weeks ago. That was wild. But yeah, man. Like definitely appreciate you guys for coming in and then also giving me that interesting tidbit about the buffet.
Yo, Harden looks so weird, man. James Harden looks so weird playing for the Nets. Like it looks like it's like a clone of him. He don't even look the same.
No, he don't. Right? He kind of moved different and everything. Like
man, it's something going on with that, B.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. Well,
James Harden now.
Right. Hey, and shoot.
They should just clone Kyrie and get that Kyrie to take the shot, so Kyrie can sit at the house. That's what they.
Let me tell y'all. Do you know that 70% of the police officers in New York has not taken the shot?
Oh, wow.
That's what all of this stuff is. It's deeper than that. It's like 80% of the health workers didn't quit. They ain't take the shot.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's deeper than just what he's saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I heard the police. I'm like, what?
And I hate to go back in the circle around there, but I mean, he did say that though. Like he is doing this for people who have lost their jobs because of mandated vaccinations, and I don't agree with him. You ain't finna make me get no shot. No.
Hey,
Hey, that's a different story though. We ain't here for that.
Yeah, right.
We somebody open up that can of worms.
We gonna be here for another 6 hours, so let's not over that.
Y'all remember. But I'll digress. Trust me, I pay attention, but I'll brother be working, but I can't really engage in all of it. But yeah, trust me, I be paying attention, Brian. But yeah, man. Appreciate you fellas for coming on, man. And once again, salute to our cousins, our country cousins.
Every time, man. You already
yes, sir. Appreciate you. And we'll holler at y'all during the season, man. And like we said, hey, rack up the airline miles.
Come on down.
Facts, big facts. All right, appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, I'll let y'all. All right. All right.
I don't know why, man, but I want to watch Tip Drill. I don't know why.
Hey, man. Don't be careful.
Yeah,
right.
Y'all be good.
I was finna say something, but he right. We're not gonna be careful. I enjoy y'all's show. Go ahead and do peeps to everybody.
All right, fellas.
All right, bro.
Appreciate y'all. All right.
Yeah.